What's up, guys? Isaac here. We're going to go over the top 5 things that you need to have inspected and sometimes double checked when buying your next home. We're going to jump right into it, okay? Number 1 is going to be your roof. Always have your inspector check your roof. Try to get an idea of what the lifespan is. You know, has there been any repairs? What kind of roof it is? Is there any chance that something might be wrong with it? Have your inspector check it, and sometimes it's even a good idea to get a second opinion. Have a roof professional come in, okay? Number 2 is going to be your electrical. You always want to have your electrical check, guys. Electrical can be expensive. We all know it. You don't want knob and tube throughout the house. You don't want faulty wiring. You don't want sparks. You don't want a potential fire starting down the line. Have your electrical checked by your inspector, and again, sometimes get a second opinion. Have a electrician come in and give you an idea of what's going on. Is there going to be anything that you might potentially need? Anything might potentially be a problem? Anything that might potentially be a safety issue for yourself, for your kids, for anybody else that might in the house? Number three is going to be plumbing, guys. You want to have the plumbing checked in your house. You want to make sure all your drains are going down properly. You're going to want to make sure that all your pipes are okay. You're going to want to see, when was the last time we had updated piping going through our house? When was the last time there was any repairs? Were the repairs done properly? What kind of piping do we have? If we live in a cold area, do we have our piping done properly? Is it covered properly? Or does the basement have heat because you don't want your pipes to burst? If you're buying a house that might already have water off, and for whatever reason you can't turn the water on, you can't check the water, you want to even just have somebody come in and tell you if there's any split piping. Piping can be relatively expensive. I think that we're in a day and age where it's getting a little cheaper because they're finding different ways to do it. But that old copper piping, those metal pipes, those big thick pipes, you want to have those things checked out, guys. Or you want to have them priced out, and you want to be in a situation where you could figure it out later and say, all right, are you willing to take on this project later on? Number four is going to be your foundation, the thing that holds up your house. This doesn't really apply to anybody who has who sits on a slab. If their house really doesn't have a basement, you guys, foundation is much different. But for anybody who has a basement, you want to make sure that your foundation's checked out. There's no incaving walls. There's no bad looking cracks. There's nothing that runs from a basement window all the way down to your basement floor. Those things are scary. Those things can cause issues over time. You have the ground underneath you, people walking by. You have trucks. If you're in a cold area, the ground could freeze, refreeze. Start pushing it on that foundation. Once your foundation goes, your whole house can go, guys. You want to know what's going on with your foundation. It's one of the most important things about your house. Number 5 is your heating unit. All right, whether your heating unit is oil or whether your heating unit is gas, your heating unit is one of the most important things that is in your house. Obviously, you want to stay warm. You want to make sure that you're in a warm place. Getting a call. You guys want to stay warm. You want to make sure your house is warm for yourself, for your kids, for anybody else in the house. If you have central air, not everybody has central air. Central air is not as much of a requirement. But if you do have central air, I'm going to throw central air right in there with number 5, okay? So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. They're not in any particular order, guys. It doesn't matter which one you're going to put first. These are the 5 most important things that you guys need to have checked out. Sometimes you guys are going to want to have them checked out again, and you guys are going to want to have a second opinion given. If you have any questions about anything I've mentioned in this video, if you have any comments, if you agree or if you disagree, throw them in the comments section. Like this video, subscribe, follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see you guys again soon.